Welcome everyone. Who will be your future spouse? Who will you marry? Is today's timeless pick a card. You have 5 options starting from left to right. On the left, on the bottom, you have the crackled quartz tumble, then the chiroprase tumble, then in the middle there you have the double terminated clear quartz angel aura. Number 4, you have the Botswana agate, and number 5, you have the kunzite heart. If you need more time to choose your pile, you can pause the video now. See you at your option. Welcome pile 1. You chose this clear quartz, crackled quartz, sorry. This is going to be your reading. So let's see for an archetype. Who will you marry, your future spouse? So we have the fault line. And the number 49 could be relevant to you. We do have that there in Roman numbers. So I feel when right before you're coming together or marrying this person, I feel, or this could be you now, okay? There's something very fragile about either you, your mental health, or your life right now, or the circumstances surrounding this union, okay? I feel this is prior to union, or prior to getting married. Maybe you already know this person. I'm not even getting into that just yet. What I'm seeing is that it's like you're walking on thin ice. You're walking on thin ice. And there's something else. There's a sense here of living in fear or feeling really tense here. And wanting stability. So this could be how you're feeling now. You feel like you're walking on thin ice. You feel things are really unstable for you, and you see that being married to someone or being in a long-term commitment, or however you consider a spouse to be, you see that as something that would help you fix this, right? Redefine your reality into something more stable. There's also something about breaking open. So it could be that you're feeling very fragile because there's been a situation or circumstances in your life where you feel like you've hit rock bottom. And with fault here, I'm seeing maybe you're looking at your shadows as faults. You are maybe faulting yourself a lot, and you're focusing on the negatives in life, in yourself. And you're seeing things as negative, things that you could see as something that could be empowering you. You see it as negative. And there could have been a situation in your life where you could be in a relationship, or you could have been in a relationship where you felt unstable because that person's mental health was unstable, and you felt like you had to walk on eggshells all the time. Otherwise, things would just crack very easily and break open into chaos. And so there's a sense of shakiness, of not having solid ground, and you just want to feel the solid ground. But this could also mean that this relationship, this union, this spouse energy that you're coming in is going to shift your reality in a very big way. And it's going to create a big divide between what has been up until now and what will be, okay? So that was the first card right there. Let's see what else we get here. I'm just trying to intuitively choose from the oracle decks that I have here. Okay, this one, it's interesting. This one has never come out in any reading, the ghost dance. The number 22 could be relevant, as well as the number 4. So there's something about it. Again, you're longing for structure here with the number 22. 2 plus 2 is a 4. It's like you're longing for something solid, structure. It's almost like you don't want excitement. It's almost like you've experienced excitement and you just want stability. You whenever there was excitement or too much excitement, you felt in some way where you felt abandoned or ghosted or alone, even if you were with someone. But the number 22 is telling us that you are on the right path when it comes to finding someone who is going to align very well with you. It could be that you are somehow connected to Native American ancestry that you could have, or some kind of indigenous ancestry of where you live. It could be that there's something in your ancestry that you kind of blame on the fact that you experience the circumstances that you experience today. And it's almost like I'm here to tell you that you can change this. You can create that divide between how it used to be for your ancestors and how it's going to be for you and future generations. So you're here to change, to shift that ongoing thing that's been carried through in your bloodline. I feel you will be responsible for a change when it comes to healing generational trauma and ancestral karma. You are the one who's going to make that change. You're going to do things differently, because doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity. And it's almost like you're awakening to the fact that there's something here that you've been doing, or your family's been doing, your ancestors were doing, that is not really resulting in the best when it comes to unions and relationships or whatever goes on in the dynamic. So there's a sense here that there's almost like a need for you to work on yourself before you come into this union. But there's also a sense that when you come together, you're going to help each other further your healing. Because no one, and again, I feel this person is mirroring you. Whatever you're going through, wherever you are now, this person is in the same place. So it's going to be a very healing union. But for us to expect a perfect human being, first of all, perfection does not exist in anyone. And for us to expect something in another human being that we have not achieved ourselves is an illusion, right? If anything, that is an illusion. So people always meet us where we are as well, whether we're aware of our energy or not, whether we are aware that we are attracting this or not. And again, there's a sense of a vicious cycle of nostalgia here that could be getting you into the same situations. And once you pinpoint what that is and how that has happened, you are able to then transcend, okay? The limitation of going around in the same cycles, whether it was expectations or something you grew up on or something you saw that how things should be, but the reality may not be what you grew up seeing. Yeah, your dreams, like I see a sense of you dreaming of romantic outcomes and romanticizing relationships maybe more than, not that you should, but more than they actually are. Are relationships all, roses and meant to be romantic? No, there's a big practical side. There's a big spiritual side that is definitely not romantic. And it's all about meeting each other halfway. It's about compromise. It is about bringing 100% to the connection and not just the 50-50. It's you're putting your best foot forward and not expecting yourself to be perfect or the other to be perfect. It's focusing on the positives and seeing where you can grow, right? It's not always this fantastical dream that people have, and then when people get there, they are disappointed. So I feel there's a sense of disappointment. It's like your dreams have been betrayed in some way. And it's almost like a shift in, okay, now it's like a substitution of what your dreams are now based on experience that you've had and seeing the world and relationships from a different perspective. And with the number 3 there, that's how you're going to make progress. We have the number 40, so we have 49, we have the number 4, and we have the number 3. 4 plus 9 in numerology is a 4. Angel number 44. which 4 plus 4 is an 8. So it's with discipline and work on the relationship, and a little hint of a dream, and focusing on the possibilities and focusing on the positives and the beautiful things that are in that person and yourself, that you're going to be able to make progress towards stability, because 4 plus 4 is an 8. 8 is the number of stability. And as I'm reading this right now, we are going through an 8 year. So this year is going to be a year of structure, where people are going to find that stability that they want to find, that they crave, that they long for. So it seems like you are on the path to making progress toward that stability that you're craving. And in that, you're going to find elements of what you've been dreaming of, but it's almost like you're going to shift your perspective of, you know, what it is that you should be expecting and dream. So you definitely are a dreamer. You could have Pisces strongly in your chart. You definitely are a dreamer. You definitely idealize, and there's a very good component, because that also means that if you put in the discipline and the right energy and focusing on the positive, but also doing the work and lowering your expectations, at least in the beginning, as in focusing on the positive, then you have a solid ground on practicalities, where you can then build your dreams together with this person. But sometimes you come together with a person and they have slightly different dreams as well. But the good thing here that I can tell you is, yes, there are going to be elements of what you've been dreaming of, but it's not quite what you expected, if that makes sense. It could even be better, right? It could just be neutral different, and it's as good, but just very different from, you know, what you initially thought. What I do see, it's going to be a breath of fresh air comparing to the experiences you've had up until now. So it's going to be better than that. It may just not be exactly what you expect or how you expect things to happen. Okay? Oh, we have the Lion. Okay, so I see a strong masculine energy coming forward. This could be you, this could be your person. If you're a feminine energy watching this, I feel the person you're going to marry or be with long-term, your future spouse, is going to be strongly masculine. If this is you, then this is you being in your strong masculine energy when you come into union with this person. I'm seeing Leo energy here. Leo energy, someone is strongly in someone's chart, so Leo and Pisces so far. There could be some element here connected to Africa, either a trip there or ancestry or roots, or someone was born there, or there will be a trip there, or you will meet there. There's something here connected to Africa, okay? But I can tell you something. If you're the masculine here, there are these attributes that you have. You're patient, you're regal, you're a complete master, and you're ready for your feminine. You are complete and ready for this feminine after whatever you've been through. If you are a feminine, this is someone who is strong, peaceful, who will have a very baseline, stable emotions, so that you can have your ups and downs emotionally that are appropriate to your feminine energy, okay? This is someone who is ready for your highest self. So I feel when you both meet, you will both be in your higher energy of your higher self. And we have the rabbit here. So one of you is the lion, one of you is the rabbit. The lion is more, now again, someone could be Leo have strong Leo in their chart in astrology, in Western astrology, and then in Western or Vedic. And then in Chinese astrology, someone could be of the year of the rabbit, okay? That's just some of you. And now I'm seeing Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy here could be strongly present. But again, the rabbit is someone who is living in fight or flight mode, is afraid, is in fear. And the lion will calm down or help calm down someone's fear and protect someone from their fear. But at the same time, the rabbit person, this could be you or your person, whoever's in more fear, could be startled at the lion at first and be fearful of the lion at first. So your first reaction to this person could be like a mismatch or something, like there's a part of you that wants to be protected, there's a part of you that's afraid to be eaten by this person. But whatever, this is your trauma, this is your, whoever is in fear here, and I feel this is your energy. But then you're going to feel peaceful, and this is going to start like as a friendship first. I see this starting as a friends first situation, okay? And you're going to warm up to this person's going to warm up to you, and this person, if you're the feminine, will be very, very protective of you, and will help you get over your fears. I see that, because I see you as more as the fearful person here, okay? Someone here talks really fast as well, or over-explains themselves. Someone here is a good problem solver and a good listener, and I feel that's the feminine energy here, okay? It could be that you have slightly bigger ears. Now again, if you're the masculine energy, you have the smaller ears, and the feminine will be a good listener, okay? Either way, I feel you're going to bring each other into balance here. Definitely see that. Now, Six of Swords, yeah. This will happen, this union will happen after a time of mental health, mental healing, okay? I see healing around mental issues here, and moving away from turbulent situations in life. Four of Swords, then there will be a period of rest and recuperation. It's like, you know, when someone goes through brain surgery, it wreaks, you know, it's very chaotic for the brain, and then the brain needs time to kind of put everything back in its place. So I see there's like a period of recovery after all this chaos that you've gone through. And then comes in this offer, and I feel it's when you least expect it, of taking things to the next level. Now, this tells me that this is someone you already know, okay? This is someone you already know. Either it's just an acquaintance, or someone you've seen, or someone who will be introduced to you, or someone already knows. But I feel this is someone you already know, who's either already a friend. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy could be strongly in this person's chart, but this person will come in with very mellow energy. And again, yeah, you're going to meet this person through friends, or you're going to be friends first. Or you could meet at a social event, social gathering, something like that. And there could be some drinking involved, okay? If that is the case, advice is, you know, if there is, if you have a hint that you could have a drinking problem, this person could, you may want to fix that before you get into a relationship. Or maybe that's how you meet, going through like AA or recovery program or something like that, okay? But for some of you, I'm just seeing a lot of drinking here, a lot of celebration with alcohol. So, you know, you may want to, yeah, Four of Cups. And so what I see here is a lot of potential for a beautiful relationship of your dreams. But if there's something like an addiction going on here, you may want to keep that, you may, it's almost like don't recover from something mentally to get into something that then you start celebrating because you feel good again, and then you get yourself into something else here to either numb the pain or, but I do see that if there's been drinking here, I see someone stopping the drinking and going through a phase of recovering from that. But that's just for those of you who identify with that, okay? But I kind of want to clarify here, we have the Ace of Pentacles, so this is a new beginning. It's healthier than what's been before. It's healthier. It is more reliable. It's more stable. Ooh, Ten of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment, and it's reliable from the practical point of view. Ace of Cups, a new love or a renewal in love. Like this could be someone you've never seen as a love contender before, but now you see this person with different eyes. And for some of you, you're going to be letting go of some addiction or some other friends or some third-party situation here, so that you can have a new beginning here where you're going to feel energized and motivated. And it's just three aces. This relationship will represent something completely different from the past, and it's breaking free from something that was very mentally exhausting and something that depleted you. And it's coming back to the sense of feeling safe and feeling inspired and feeling like you can act upon your dreams, follow your heart again. It's very heart-based. It's very loving. So this person could be a boss, okay, have their own business. But this is someone who will definitely help you snap out of boredom and see the positive in life again. And it's like a new chance in love, and it's definitely true love here, and it's definitely emotionally fulfilling. It's going to take you out of that energy of waiting for love. It's going to be quite quick and unexpected. It's going to happen a lot faster than you think. I'm seeing anywhere between 1 week and 1 year. I know this is a big time frame, but this is honestly what I'm seeing. Depends on what quick means for you and your own healing right now. It depends on, again, how fast you heal. If you choose to make a difficult decision to heal something that's very hard for you to heal, this will accelerate. If you take longer, this will take longer. Basically, this is what this is telling me. There's something here you need to let go of that maybe helps you have fun or helps you let loose, or maybe these are people that you think that you have fun with, but at the end of the day, they're not really helping you, or they're really pulling you back, or this could be a substance or a thought pattern that you have, or a behavior pattern, but it's really pulling you back. And it may be sad for you to let go of this because, you know, in the beginning, you're not going to feel your best, but long term, long term, it's going to be for the best, and it will accelerate the relationship of your dreams within what is the reality of a dreamy relationship, and not the fabricated romantic vision here. But I do see romance. I do see sensuality. I do see a good mental connection, and I just see emotional fulfillment, which is what we want out of relationships and a happy family life. Whether you have kids, whether it's just the two of you, it's still a family. So that is what I'm seeing here today. Pile 1, it was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. See you next time. Bye. Welcome, Pile 2. You chose this chiropraise. So this is going to be your reading. So your future spouse. The mirror, okay, could be someone who will mirror things back to you, trigger you, or maybe they are living a life right now that mirrors your life. Now, because of that, just because of that, I'm going to say there could be a message in Pile 1 for you about your future spouse as well. It could complete the message of this message here that you're going to hear here in this reading. So this person could literally be your reflection, as if you're looking into a mirror that you're so similar to each other. It could be physically or like parallel lives or something like that. We have the number 50, 60, the number 68 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 14 and the number 5. So that definitely bringing change to your life, this relationship. I feel by coming into union with this person, you're going to be cutting through illusions, and you're going to witness each other's deeper self and have each other look into your own selves deeper, okay? And coming into union with this person will create a heightened self-awareness, like pure awareness of self. You could compare yourselves to each other. You could really expose each other's harsh edges. It could be that in this mirroring, there is also a sense where this person has something you don't and you have something they don't, and you complement each other and you're coming together to come into a balance here. And it's like you act as portals for each other to discover the self. Like the more you dive into each other, the more you will dive into yourself. So you will help each other reflect and see what has been distorted of the image, So there's going to be a lot that you do that this person will, it's like this person's not going to let you down easy. Like they're going to tell you everything they see about yourself. And there's going to be things that you're not going to like and things that you're going to, about yourself that you're going to fall in love with, okay? So the beginning of this connection could be where you do see your true self in each other. This could lead to a lot of like arguments because of things that you didn't like, don't want to accept here. And you may not like the way that this energy is put forth in the beginning. But let's see. You know, not everything is roses in relationships. So what else do we have here? What else are we going to get here? Well, we have wild woman. So whoever's the feminine energy here is a little bit freer, a little bit wilder than the masculine energy, okay? And so the masculine energy is going to perceive this feminine energy as very wild. So when I see that, I feel that the masculine energy is going to want to tame the wild woman and make her more domesticated. Okay, now I'm not saying this in a negative way. Some of you could perceive this in a negative way. For some of you, this is negative, okay? And again, if this is not what you want, then don't attract it. But, and you know, it doesn't mean that the woman cannot, or the feminine energy cannot maintain her essence of freedom and authenticity, because it's very authentic female energy here. There is a sense of an imbalance where the feminine can take this a little bit too far for someone who wants a relationship. Because you can be wild together, but there is something in the relationship that to come into balance there's a need for a little bit more taming. Because yes, you can be free in a relationship, but there's things to gain in a relationship. But there's also sacrifices that must be made so someone can be in a relationship. So there's compromise. And that compromise may trigger the feminine's need for this freedom and being this wild. Now, it doesn't mean that the masculine is not going to match this energy, but the feminine energy is definitely, I would say, on the wilder side. But I see the number 62 here. So there is a part of this feminine, 6 plus 2 is an 8, who wants to be tamed, okay? Who has that need to be a little bit tamed here, which, you know, happens, it's energies, you know, when there's also a sense when, yes, love is free and gives you freedom, but there's also a sense of someone wanting to protect you here from the wilderness in some way, or to protect the feminine, which could be you, the masculine, watching this reading, okay? If you're the feminine, then there's a masculine here who wants to protect you, but is also attracted to that wild part of you because you are mirrors after all. Or there's something in you that this masculine, or there's something in this feminine, if you're the masculine, that attracts the masculine because the masculine wants to develop their wilder side as well. Or you both have very wild sides and you both come together and you explore that together, and that's where you meet, and that is where you move forward together. Oh, we have victim consciousness. So someone here in this dynamic maybe has a fear of being tied down because of having been a victim in the past of a lack of freedom, and so is acting out here and does not want to be shown why they are, because there's a sense of rebelling here, and whenever someone rebels, it's against something that was painful or traumatic here that simply did not gel well. And so it could be like a defense mechanism to like, I'm better off free on my own, or you have been single for a very long time, or the feminine has been single for a very long time. All of a sudden comes this person to mirror things that we're not wanting to see but are essential for our growth and for stability. 6 plus 2 is an 8, so 8 has to do with stability, and the number 8 came out in pile number 1. The number 12 is also a 3, and the number 3 came out in pile number 1. So in order to make this progress toward, and this change and this progress toward the stability, because the feminine, as wild as the feminine is, she does seek stability here, but needs to overcome the victim consciousness. Because I'm seeing this, these two women have their hair all up in the air and they're wild, but so I see this victim conscious being connected to the feminine energy for whatever they've been through. But it's like there's a need to release this victim consciousness to be able to make progress, to be able to make the changes needed so that the feminine can be in a stable situation when it comes to love here, which seems to be the path that and the progress that this feminine is making. And I feel the masculine could help this feminine also become aware of the fact that they have been in this victim consciousness, or they have been a victim, and that is why they need to be free and wild, and so that, you know, no one can catch them and put them in that same situation here. Okay, maybe this is a feminine that was tied down, but I can tell you though, whatever goes on in this dynamic, it's a power couple. Whether you become a power couple financially, mentally, emotionally, it's the conjunction, the union, your union will be very empowering to both of you. Okay? The combination of the two of you together will enhance each other's strengths and talents and knowledge and wisdom and love, and everything will be enhanced. As you join forces, you will activate, intensify each other's strong suits. You will be good allies together. It could be that you have conjunctions with this person, moon conjunct the moon, like in the same sign or in the same house. You could have like some kind of strong conjunction that makes you work well together. Okay. What else do we have? We have the tarantula. So someone here could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries strongly in their charts. So that means strong fire signs in their chart. One half of this dynamic here. One of you. So let's find out who could be the tarantula here. I'm going to lay down another card for the other person. So one of you will be at a crossroads and wanting to choose one's life purpose. And that means moving out of one's comfort zone, right? Again, hence the wilderness, but also the realization that there's a consciousness of being a victim or being in a victim consciousness mindset. And it being uncomfortable moving out of the victim consciousness, or being uncomfortable, or having lived more uncomfortably and being single, right? Or moving into a relationship here would be moving out of a comfort zone that one is used to. But the tarantula also follows their intuition, but there could be an over-intellectualization, hesitation due to something that has victimized the tarantula, because I see this tarantula energy more as the feminine energy, okay? And so hence the overthinking and fear mode here. But it's like I feel the feminine energy here will be at a crossroads where they have to make a big decision. And even coming into union will be a big decision, but it will be an empowered decision as well, or a decision that coming into union will empower, will be very empowering, okay? But I see the feminine prioritizing their life's purpose. If you don't know what your life purpose is and you'd like to find out, I do life purpose reports based on your natal tropical astrological charts. You can find my email in the description box for that. But it's like the feminine will not settle. So the other person needs to be on the same page, because the feminine has understood and learned that the only way to be empowered as a couple is if you're both on the same page. Hence the mirror here, okay? Because the feminine understands that if you're not both living in your dharma, not both following your purpose, someone's going to pull the feminine's attention into a place that will sidetrack her from her dreams, and away from living in her purpose, and she will not have that. She would rather be alone and free. Hence, the wild energy is coming through. So the feminine energy is going to choose wisely, right? She's patient, she's calm, she's not in a hurry. Because she understands that if she does not do this, any satisfaction that is experienced will be fleeting. And we have the Cobra. So as for energies, you're matching each other because we both have strong purpose-driven people, because the feminine is choosing someone and hence the masculine is mirroring the feminine. They're both choosing someone who is focused and driven by life purpose or a higher mission, if anything. And for some of you, that would say that both people here have their eyes on God first. Okay, for some of you it's going to be called purpose, for others of you it's going to be a higher mission or your eyes focused on God, okay? And you know, even the masculine energy is also patient and pausing and waiting and going within and learning and again not settling, also on the path to a higher mission and learning. They are someone who will be the feminine's energy spiritual guardian as well. Very protective, very loving, and will be the feminine's guide in a way on their spiritual journey together. So the masculine energy is showing up here more as a guide, as a leader when it comes to spirituality. But it also someone who leads with a lot of, in a very humble way, someone who's very wise, who looks to God. So they're not leading from a place of ego, they're leading from a place of a higher mission, a higher meaning in life here, okay? So the masculine energy here could be a teacher, either a spiritual teacher for the feminine, or it could literally be a teacher, okay? Yeah. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So it's almost like this happens for the feminine because the feminine is ready for this. Ace of Cups. This could be someone completely new or a renewal of a relationship that was something else and then turns into something romantic and a partnership. Five of Pentacles. So this could show up at a time, or this union could happen at a time where you, the viewer, you're not doing so well financially, okay? But you find love in a time where you could be struggling either with your health or finances, or something is not going your way, or you're feeling somehow left out in the cold by God or other people not supporting you. And having Two of Pentacles, manage your resources very wisely, very carefully, having to be very careful. But in comes this masculine energy here, or you could be this person who is very loving, but it's like you have to tend to material aspects in life, and maybe the masculine could be going through the same, but there's a lot of love here. The love may not immediately be expressed verbally, but it's definitely felt, and there's a strong bond here. There's definitely a strong connection, and it is very lustful, but it doesn't mean it's not loving, because the King of Cups is here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here could be strong. There's a lot of emotional connection, a lot of lust as well. So there's both. And it's like a strong sense of combined purpose where you're both very driven by your purpose and a higher mission. Queen of Pentacles is going to bring you a lot of stability. And it's like, again, you two coming together, it's like it's going to help you both enhance your health and your finances. Yes. After Five of Pentacles, you both go to the Six of Pentacles together, meaning that you break even, you balance your finances out, you balance each other out, you balance each other's health out. From the practical point of view, Nine of Pentacles, you go from the 2 to the 9 of Pentacles, it's going to bring you a lot of, it's like coming into union with this person is going to help you elevate financially and health-wise, okay? And feel more stable when it comes to where you live, how you live. And I see a very trustworthy connection where you trust each other. And you are, the feminine, I'm going to say the feminine is able to maintain her independence. And even becomes more free and more independence in this connection. Yes, the High Priestess. because this is divinely guided, and it's guided by intuition and love rather than fear and ego. Yes, Three of Cups. So it's going to start as a friendship. You could meet through other people from your community, relatives, neighbors, siblings even, or through friends. Okay, and it's like you immediately form this very strong bond that lasts for a very, very long time. And it's like this, just being together is a celebration. Like, you don't really need anyone else here. The emotions are there. You help each other elevate, and you become like this power couple. And the feminine energy definitely gets to keep her freedom, even though there's a part of this masculine that will energetically tame her without being forceful, because it's something that the feminine is looking for, but the feminine is able to maintain her freedom here in the midst of all this. And everything improves when it comes to health and emotions and finances here, okay? So that was your reading, option 2. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. If you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for you. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, option 3. You chose this double terminated clear quartz angel aura. This is going to be your reading. So let's see, who will be your future spouse? Who will you marry? The mother. Okay, so some of you are going to marry someone who is already a mother. Maybe you are already a mother. Maybe you're going to marry the future mother of your children. Someone who has maternal, feminine energy. Maybe this is you. Again, definitely a pearl, okay? Definitely one in a million, okay? If not one in a billion. Someone who glows, someone who is creative, someone who is nurturing. And I feel this will happen for you after a time where you felt exhausted, and maybe you dealt with people who were controlling and limiting you. This is someone who is going to help you be more creative and more productive here. If you're a masculine, and if you're feminine, you will become more creative, feel less limited, and being able to glow and nurture as you should. For some of you, there will be a pregnancy, a child, a birth here. For some of you, take that as it resonates. I'm trying to see if there's any other energy here. It's definitely a relationship that feels very warm, someone who feels very warm. If this is a feminine energy, this is the feminine energy you've been looking for. If this is masculine energy, this is the person who will allow your feminine energy to feel safe, protected, and shine through. Okay? You could meet this person through your mother, or there could be a connection to their mother or something like that. There's also a sense of push and pull dynamic where this person nurtures but also knows when to protect, something like that. But let's see what else we have. The rainbow. So this is definitely a very good omen here, okay? Definitely something that shows up to make your life, like if your life has been dull and dark and not much going on, this person, this relationship is definitely going to infuse a lot of inspiration, a lot of joy, a lot of enthusiasm, motivation, creativity, and almost seeing sensuality here. The number 41 is the number of the Ace of Cups, so this is a new emotional beginning here. After a time of feeling maybe like you were never chosen, you will feel like you were chosen. 4 + 1 is a 5, so it's definitely a change from feeling like you've been alone into you're chosen for some reason. Maybe you don't feel like you've been chosen before. You've been in situations where you were never chosen, something like that. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing here. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this. Letting go. Yeah, it's like when you find this person, or when you come into union, or you will have let go of something that you were holding on to that was not good for your spiritual growth in any way. It was stunting you from being able to make the changes you needed to make, from being chosen, from maybe you found yourself in situations where you wanted to be chosen by people who did not want to choose you. Maybe you were being a little bit stubborn when it came to, you know, the one person, and you let go of the notion maybe that it had to be that one person. I'm just getting that very strongly. And we have the number 26. 2 plus 6 is an 8. Now 8 so far came out in all 3 piles, which means stability. So if you felt drawn to either pile 1 or pile 2 or both, there could be messages there for you. What I'm telling you though is, if you let go of things that are holding you back, behaviors, thoughts that were holding you back, or being stuck to this one situation where you were not being chosen, that if the minute you let go of that, things change, and this spouse comes into your life and you come into union, okay? Or union happens and has the fertile ground to happen. Someone here could have strong Aquarius in their chart, you or this person. This is definitely something very different from what you've experienced so far. It's definitely unexpected. This person could be quite, what's the name? The name for it is eccentric. They definitely are someone who's very powerful. They have like the mind of a genius. Now you could see yourself this way as well. This is a humanitarian, okay? Definitely someone who doesn't look the way you expected the person you're going to marry to look. They could sometimes come across as detached because they're very focused on what they're working on or thinking. They spend a lot of time thinking. Definitely someone who's very innovative. They could work with technology or, you know, just futuristic stuff. Like they definitely think 50 years ahead. Cosmic egg. Yeah, it's like the kind of connection that you feel like you've come full circle. It's definitely very highly spiritually evolved person. And this is happening because you too are highly spiritually evolved. This is completion. This is full circle. This is what you've waited for. This is the harmony. And this is just like, and it's because it's almost like a nod to you and all the work that you've done on yourself. It's like a higher being or a person who is ascended many times over, who is definitely highly spiritual but also highly innovative, very powerful. And it's because you've also done a good job with that on yourself, and because of that you're getting this higher connection here. We have the peacock, but one of you is definitely a little bit more spiritually evolved than the other. I'm seeing a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here very strongly, the air signs for sure. But definitely, if you feel you are this evolved, innovative, powerful person, then your person is a little bit less evolved than you. But it's like, it's definitely something that is meant for you. That is definitely a result of all the work you've been doing, and it's like a reward almost. So even though the peacock, you know, has the associated to ego, in this deck it is associated to inner beauty. So this is someone whose beauty shines from the inside out. Now this could be you, okay? And this is how they see you. Both of you are very compassionate. One of you is more focused on the whole rather than like humanity, rather than just the relationship. But as focusing on humanity, that will benefit the relationship indirectly. And the peacock person could be you or your person. Again, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius strongly is someone who will be compassionate toward the cosmic eggs person's mission. on earth and will be like a support system. This peacock person is very confident and kind, okay? And someone who is beautiful on the outside because they're beautiful on the inside. So I'm seeing the peacock as the strong feminine energy in this case, and the cosmic egg as the masculine energy. And again, I'm going to say it as in pile 2. We're having a strong masculine leader here. And this is a spiritual leader that the feminine will then agree to because aligns with the feminine's energy. And the feminine will want to be a support system to this masculine energy. And both of you will be powerful moving forward, like a powerful team together, okay? Like you're going to make the best team together is what I'm seeing here. Okay, we have death. So this is going to happen after you've gone through a death and a rebirth in your life. It's definitely going to be very different from what you've experienced so far. Scorpio energy, it's definitely breaking free from the past and letting go of and taking out the trash. I'm seeing taking out the trash. The number 4, it's after a time where you've been very disciplined here with yourself, or just being disciplined in letting go of past situations that only held you back and put you in tricky situations. King of Swords, yeah, after you've cut out some toxicity from your life, whether this was people, thoughts, circumstances, places, anything that was holding you back, whether it was your own behaviors, your own thoughts, your own belief systems, people, whatever it was, you made a clean cut with that, and you're in a place where you are using mind over heart for a while in making this distinction of what needs to go. Like you're taking your emotions and your feelings out of it, and you're making a very rational decision here, maybe because your emotions used to be too involved at some point. The masculine energy in this dynamic definitely has strong air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Scorpio, or both of you have Scorpio and both of you have strong air signs in your chart. I do see that very, very strongly. The masculine is definitely more like mental based. So if the masculine or the feminine here had to, they're both thinkers, okay? If they had to decide, I am, I think, I have, I do, I want, you know, if you had to go, I see both of you being in that energy of I think. You will be in this energy of being financially independent, not needing anyone else to share resources or to pay your bills. That's the energy you will be in, and I feel the masculine will be in the same energy. You will also be in good health, both of you. It's just two people who come together who are very independent in their own right, and they come together and they form this powerful 100 connection. The devil. Definitely a strong bond between the two of you, okay, where you feel like once you come together, you are not able to let go of each other. And the Hierophant is like you're going to be married for a very long time. You're going to be tied in very practical ways, okay? You're going to be a strong support system for each other, and this is going to last a very long time. I'm seeing like contractual like marriage here. Capricorn energy, Taurus energy coming through. 10 of Pentacles. You're definitely going to be very well off financially together. So if financially you are well off when you come together with this person, you're going to be even better together here, okay? 7 of Pentacles. This is a connection that both of you have been waiting for a very long time, and you've been working toward being the higher version of self so you could get here. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, strong Leo energy here. You're both, I feel you will both be bosses. You're both going to own your own business or have like, be like some kind of boss to some other people or high ranking in a structure. 7 of Inspiration. When you come together, you will both be a little bit defensive here, but you will both fight for this at the same time. Strength. Definitely a strong bond and a lot of lust here. Okay. Definitely very nurturing connection. but it's almost like you're both going to be focusing very much together on humanity, material stuff, and health and stability. But there's a lot of passion here, and you're both passionate about the same things. And I just see a lot of stability here and a lot of support from the feminine toward the masculine, and the masculine just making things happen. I do feel this is going to happen after a time of letting go of a lot of toxicity, creating boundaries with toxic people, toxic thoughts, toxic situations, putting them aside and letting go of people you have to be defensive toward, letting go of those devils in your life and the devil in the mind as well. And gaining the strength here to then, you have to be mentally strong for this person, because this is someone who is definitely going to test your mental strength. And it's definitely not rosy and romantic as a lot of people could envision wanting a relationship, but it's definitely something that's going to work and be something reliable, something passionate, and something loving and nurturing and protective here, and something where you feel very stable in your home life, your family life, where everyone's comfortable, well taken care of, there's money for health, and then you can build the rest from there. So this is what I see for you, option 3. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. And thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel, you can hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Until next time. Welcome. Option 4, you chose the Botswana agate. So this is going to be your reading, your future spouse. Ooh, the village. Okay. The number 41 could be relevant. Ooh, the number 41 came out in option 4. Sorry, in option 3. So there could be a message there for you in option 4. So I heard it takes a village. So I do feel that the two of you will be very supported by a community of people, either to come together. While you're together, you're going to get support. If you have children, you will be supported. If you have projects together, you will be supported. I feel you will be inspiring a lot of people around you. 41 could be relevant. The number 5, change. This could be someone from your hometown, someone you meet through family, definitely someone who is soul tribe, or you meet through soul tribe, other people who you're definitely both on the same page spiritually. Very intimate connection, very rooted. You're both going to be rooted. You're either going to go back to your hometown to create roots with this person. This could be someone from your hometown and you go back, or this person comes from your hometown, or you create a community together, or you're part of the same community. There could be a little bit of gossip and small-minded people around you, so you could come from a very small community where you felt trapped and restricted at one point. I don't feel this is going to be a restrictive connection, because I don't feel you're on that path of restriction. I feel you're on a path of some kind of change here. But let's see what else comes out for you guys. The Rainmaker. So maybe when you get married, it will be raining, or you will meet on a rainy day, or where you come from, it rains a lot. Or you could both somehow be connected to Native American ancestry, where rain, or someone has rain in their name for some reason. You're given a name, or someone in your family was the rainmaker or something like that. But it could be raining. There could be something here to do with rain. I'm also seeing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here, the water signs possibly. You could be doing a lot of crying before you come into union with this person. Definitely a sense of cleansing and purging. before you come into union. There's a sense of having your soul washed and cleansed and purified before you come together. The number 42 could be relevant. The number 6, definitely very loving and abundant connection here. I'm seeing Taurus and Libra energy possibly. But, you know, the Rainmaker is also the master of manifestation. You know how some people can manifest rain? So this is definitely something you've like become some kind of master in manifesting. And this is like a connection that you're manifesting. And it is a connection for the greater good. It's going to impact very positively a village of people, like at least the size of a village of people. And I see the two of you powerfully co-creating with integrity. I see a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful relationship. And the flow that the two of you create will be benefit to a lot more people than just yourselves. You're going to bring some new element to a group of people that was very much needed. And it can only happen with the involvement of the two of you together. Okay, beautiful. Home. Yeah, it's like you're going to create a very stable home together. Why do I say stable? Because we have the number 35. 3 plus 5 is an 8. Your home life will be very, very stable and very comfortable and very warm. And I see someone who likes reading a lot. And I see there could be an exchange of emails or letters or something like written between the two of you. It could be texts. Where you read it at home. So it could be that for a while you're not together and then you come together and you communicate at a distance in the written form, like you like writing to each other. Third house, yeah, I see a lot of communication. I see a community involved. I see events. I see social gatherings. And I see like online communication, phone communication, written communication. There's a lot of verbal communication. Someone here could have Gemini strongly in their chart. Libra, Taurus. I'm also seeing possibly Scorpio energy. And possibly, definitely Virgo as well could be here. I do see strong communication here. And again, maybe you communicate a lot more because of people you have in common. Could be the case here for some of you as well. We have the Bee. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming through very strongly. One of you is definitely the life of the party. Now you're going to know which one. Maybe this is you. If this is not you, this is your person. Someone who is a delight to be around, a joy to be around, who is also, by the way, very, very hardworking, but also very democratic and someone who other people trust, who is earnest. So definitely a strong leader energy here for a community of people. Someone active, someone vibrant, and someone very content. Also an excellent communicator, someone who could have some kind of involvement with social media or communication in their work. Okay, but this is also someone who can get easily annoyed if they are overworked, okay? And this is someone who needs to take mini vacations, and they need to be reminded that they need to have breaks here because they may be someone who's not very good at taking breaks. But for the most part, they are joyous personalities. They are bustling until they get too tired from all the work. Then they need to rest. Otherwise, they can tend to not be the nicest, kindest person, and they can sting, okay? Especially with their words. So, you know, we're all human. No one's perfect. The Turtle. So one of you is more of an energy of a slowly but surely getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. One of you is like faster than the other. One of you is slower. One of you like moves around really fast, communicates really fast. The other element here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strongly water energy here, is like more of a slow energy, gets things done, and when they get things done, this Turtle energy gets it done and it stays done for a very long time. So someone very grounded, trusting, and trustworthy. Someone who loves being at home and someone very peaceful who allows this bee to be adventurous, because they also have a knack for adventure, but they're more of like a planner, so that the bee can, do their thing, but the turtle likes to be the planner here. But I do feel like life between these two is going to feel like an adventure. There's going to be times where you're going to spend time and enjoy your time at home, but then you're also going to enjoy traveling, so long as the turtle is allowed to plan and to have everything laid out before. But I see someone here likes to, I feel the turtle is a good storyteller and a good writer. So I see both of you being very strong in communication with each other, and the bee is going to love to read about the turtle's stories, or vice versa. Something like that. Okay. So whoever you are in this dynamic, you get to decide, because you know yourself. Seven of Pentacles. It's like a long time coming. You've both been waiting for this for a very long time. You've both been planting really good seeds. You've been patient, and in comes the one who is meant for you, who is truthfully and rightfully yours. With the Ace of Swords, you're going to know who this person is straight away. There's going to be no doubt here, no space for indecision. And if you were at a stalemate or indecisive, you're going to make a decision very, very quickly. And this is going to happen very quickly as well. The way you come into union will be very quick and unexpected. You're just going to know. And the feminine energy is definitely going to feel like they're winning here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy strongly. But this is definitely like a winning, crowning, winning. And also your community will be applauding you and inspired by you, and very happy about this union. And it's a very stable and healthy one, and prosperous and long-lasting as well. So there's that. And we have Three of Materials, strong, which is Three of Pentacles, strong, solid foundation here. That is also strong within a community. Knight of Voices, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There could be air travel involved, and communication online, or written communication, phone calls, that kind of stuff. But definitely action taken here. The Empress, the feminine energy is definitely going to feel on top of her game here. Definitely like she has everything she needs. And when there's an Empress, there's an Emperor, okay? So Libra, Taurus energy strongly. The Moon, like the feminine's deepest emotional needs will be met by the masculine energy, which is great because the feminine is the more emotional energy. So the masculine will know exactly how to fulfill the feminine's needs here. Queen of Emotions here will understand the feminine on a very deep level, because the masculine themselves have a very strong developed feminine energy because of a strong connection, I feel, to a mother figure or a sister here, okay? So the masculine energy, although they are quite rational and masculine in their energy and not emotional, they do know and understand about the feminine energy here, okay? So that is coming through very, very strongly. I do feel a very fruitful, abundant, fulfilling energy here, where if you want to have kids, if you're at that age, if that's something you can have, that will happen. If you want to start projects together, that will happen. If you want to succeed in life, this person will help you get there. It's going to feel very successful, very stable, very loving. It's everything you need in one relationship here, okay? And the two of you together will also inspire, touch, and help elevate a village of people around you. So it's not just going to be about yourselves. It's going to also be about the way you help people, bring them together, elevate them. It's like you two coming together, you're going to elevate other people around you as a consequence, okay? And people are really going to appreciate your connection and really be in favor of your connection, okay? So That was your reading, option 4. I hope this was helpful. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, option 5. If you chose the Kunzite heart, this is going to be your reading about your future spouse and who you will marry. Okay, so you guys got the threshold. The number 45 could be relevant, as well as the number 9. So I feel when you come to union with this person, or right before, I feel right now you could be at the threshold of this happening. So this is going to happen very soon. That's the first thing I'm seeing here. Okay, it's just like you're right at the gate. You're right at the door here. And it has to do with your own growth, your own individuation, and it's like you're ready to come into union, you're ready for a partnership, basically. Before this, you may have been resisting or refusing to grow. You could have been in denial of a few things. You could have had to create boundaries with people. So there was a lot of work that needed to be done. But now it's like you're about to cross a threshold here, because it's like you're closing a cycle here of having to set boundaries with people and be alone and grow and all those things, right? And fight your own resistance and resisting growth, and you're closing that cycle, okay? So you're right at the door of this new time where you get to be in this union. Now, I don't know if this is someone you already know or not. It's not what we're talking about now, but it's like you're ready now, okay? The mystical shaman. Okay, so maybe you do identify as a shaman. Maybe this person is a shaman, or you've come across a shaman who's helped you on your spiritual path. Okay, take what resonates. Either way, you're ready. Like the master would say, if there's a master here, the master would say that the student is ready. And I feel that message came out in pile 1 or 2, so there could be messages there for you. You do maybe have a big story to tell, okay? And whatever you've been through may sound like myths or miracles or unlikely things to happen to a human being. Or maybe this person has gone through these things and will tell you these crazy stories. The number 38 could be relevant. 3 plus 8 is also the number 11. That could be relevant here. But definitely there's a sense of alchemy here. One of you has traveled a lot, or maybe both of you, but whatever you've gone through, you've learned to alchemize in your life. You've learned to create the life that you want, and you're at the threshold of the life that you want, hence also the partnership that you want. You've learned to transmute negative into positive. You've learned to master all elements of life and use them in a productive way, and to manifest the life that you want, and realizing that miracles and manifestations are possible because you've had proof of this, and this person is going to show you further proof that manifestations can happen and miracles can happen as well. Okay? And this is also stemming from your own ability to live without attachment. So this is definitely not a codependent relationship. It's an interdependent, it's healthily interdependent, and it is based on independence, on being ready to come together and share a life rather than being overly dependent on each other. There's a healthy level of dependence here. That is, and it's like you're gonna see the difference between that and what was unhealthy codependency. We have rejection here. So I'm gonna be straightforward. You could feel rejected by this person at first, maybe because you are learning the difference between codependency and healthy interdependence, and you could see that first interaction as rejective, as being rejected. But that's where lies the transformation, is that this is different from codependencies that you were used to before, that were based on more like negative energies. And so this is the number 13, is a death and a rebirth, and a total change between what you used to perceive as what a connection used to be like, things that you looked for. And at first it may startle you, but then you understand that you weren't being rejected. It was just a different approach that felt like rejection due to something that you were used to, but that was also unhealthy. So there's definitely a change and a rebirth that you're going through at the same time as you enter this union, or you've been through that before, or you've been through a lot of rejection in the past due to focusing on the wrong things when coming into union, or doing things for the wrong reasons, or whatever. But the number 13 could be relevant, the number 4. Someone here could have strong Scorpio in their chart. We have the 5th house. This is definitely going to be very passionate. It's going to start very fun, lighthearted, romantic. You could go to a party together, meet at a party. It starts as a passionate love affair. You could meet each other in the entertainment industry, or you're both very creative and maybe you meet while you're wearing some kind of costume like Halloween or Carnival or whatever you celebrate, or just at a party. It definitely, romance happens very fast. There could be children coming from this connection if that's something you can and want, okay, of course, to have. And it definitely, you bring out the childlike qualities in each other. It's very childlike, it's very light, it's very flirtatious, and it's very fun, okay? Yeah, look at that dolphin, very playful and fun. Someone here could have Leo or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart very strongly. I'm seeing those signs. One of you is definitely very, very playful. Now, I'm not going to say it's not both of you, because it could be, but I'm just seeing one of you is definitely very playful. And if the other of you is very serious, which we're going to see, this one is going to bring out the playfulness in the more serious person, and is going to want to teach you how to play. Definitely someone highly intelligent, the dolphin showing up here. Could be you, could be this person. Definitely a healer, and very light personality. This is someone who definitely follows strong spiritual practices, definitely alchemize negative to positive, and is definitely someone who does not entertain negative thinking or negative behaviors, okay? And if you're coming in with negative thinking, they're not going to entertain that, which could also mean that that's how you feel rejected. Like you feel like your emotions or your feelings are rejected, or your thoughts are rejected. And that's because this person is not allowing you to go there. If this is this person, if this is someone else that feels rejected, that's coming in with the negative thinking, then you're the dolphin energy, you're not going to allow this person to go there, okay? You're definitely like-minded spirits here, so even if one of you is more in a negative, the other one is going to help jolt the other person out. Nightingale. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I'm definitely seeing one of you being more of a complainer, and the other one taking the complainer out of being such a complainer. They're not going to stand for it, okay? But definitely one of you, the Nightingale energy, is fearless in the way they come across and they speak, but they could speak a lot of negativity toward the universe, toward themselves. They could be, overthinking. One of you definitely has a beautiful singing voice, which the other one will highly appreciate and will bring a lot of joy to the other one. So if the Nightingale, who is a good singer or who has a good voice, is using it to say negative things, the dolphin will not allow that person to go forward with that, okay? Yeah. But other than that, I do see the dolphin person helping the Nightingale person to align their energy in a way that they use their beautiful voice for beautiful things. Okay, so I don't see that the Nightingale has a huge problem of being negative, but they could tend there, and the dolphin's going to stop them on their tracks. The Nightingale person has more of a tendency to melancholy and feeling blue, but the dolphin will take the Nightingale out of their blues, basically. The Hermit. So I feel before you come into union, there will be a lot of introspection, a lot of being alone, a lot of introversion. Someone could have Virgo in their chart, but I see again the number 9, closing of a cycle of what is the name for it? Self-analysis, connection to the higher self. wanting to lead life in a higher way. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Someone could have strongly in their chart, but I see a lot of passion and someone who ignites each other's passion, a new beginning here. Taking a leap of faith. Someone will have to have the courage here. Ten of Pentacles, definitely a connection that is going to lead to a lot of wealth and stability for both of you, as well as health. Very passionate connection that starts more with passion than emotions, okay? And like, it's very passionate. I don't see a lot of emotions, but I see you having a lot of fun together. Again, because I feel the dolphin person is going to help the nightingale person push away where it's been too many emotions here, okay? That's what I'm seeing. It's going to be substituted by lightheartedness and passion. The star is definitely a very healing connection and something you've manifested and a dream come true. Like you manifested this in silence. When you consulted with your higher self, you're manifesting what your higher self has projected, basically. And this could happen after a time you felt rejected by someone else, or this person will at first feel like they're rejecting you again. You could be at a time in your life where you're not doing so well financially. Knight of Swords, there could be a lot of communication, a lot of air travel, road travel. Definitely someone who used to be held back and introverted is going to take, the masculine is going to take a leap of faith and a chance where otherwise they would have been guarded and withdrawn and introverted. They're going to take a risk here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here strongly. So both of you are overthinkers. There could be an age gap here. You both connect very well on a mental level. And this is the passion and the love and the stability that you've been waiting for a very long time. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of emotions, but I do see love here. But it's more like a lighthearted love where it's constructive, where you work together, where you have a really good time together, and it's very stable at the same time. And there's a strong mental connection between the two of you. Capricorn, someone could have strong Capricorn in their chart. 6th house, you work well together. Your daily life goes really well. You could meet at work. There could be a boss-employee situation here that is unexpected, and you didn't expect to meet this person under these circumstances. One is more supportive, one is more of a leader, and the supportive person trusts the leader because they just see that the leader is trustworthy. And this just happens unexpectedly and out of the blue, the way this happens. It could definitely be a work situation where you meet through like a work function party or something like that. And it's totally unexpected how you connect, or you meet at a party, or you meet at like a playground, or I don't know what this is, or you could meet through children. Or this could be someone you see daily, even though you don't work with this person, or you talk to daily or something. And it makes a lot of sense, rational sense, and practical sense to be together. But you also have like a great time together. You have fun, and things go really well in the bedroom. So it's a very childlike, fun kind of, definitely not heavy, even though we have the Capricorn energy there. It will help you break free from any heaviness that you have experienced in the past, and will help you feel more alive and more passionate about life. One of you could have a child, or both of you, okay? And you could have children together also. Just saying for some of you, not all of you, okay? So that was your reading. Option 5. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know if this resonates for you. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. And if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel, just hit the bell for notifications. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Till next time.